all I'm saying is they're both fantastic. But we're going into our last crew battle of the day, Cornell College versus Campbellsville. And we got a little bit of something
number 5.
different.
Yeah, it's Mark 5.
It's the teacher of Marth, okay? Marth learned everything from them.
That's crazy considering how old Marth is, by the way. But, like we said, we're getting into it. Yoshi, like we said, we saw this Yoshi earlier, the same Barney with the Tims, and he's already putting the work in.
I actually really enjoyed this character. I know this is one of the characters that got actually just ragged for being a Fire Emblem character.
Yep,
but I do enjoy the idea of like what they can bring with the fact that they do have like the different relics that they're able to kind of cycle through when they're going for their attacks and how they can possibly affect things. But against a Yoshi, it is actually a little bit weird if the Yoshi's able to zone you out and build up that percentage because those up smashes are deadly, as you can just see.
Yeah. I think it's just because like we got so many cool ones, right? We had Piranha Plant, which I think is dope. It's very underused character. We had like the Joker, then Hero. We got like Carrie, and then like Violet came out. And everybody's like, why do we have that? Why do we...
Because we needed Fire Emblem 3 houses.
I think that's what we're doing here. But like you said, different relics is really cool. I do like that. Like he's not just a quote-unquote sword character. He's like got that arsenal of weapons that he can draw from. He's kind of like low-key like the Snake of Fire Emblem. I'm not gonna say like complete comparison, but it is cool how you can play these different ranges.
Yeah, I praise him. Yeah, it's cool, but right now they're being kept at Yoshi's range here, and right now it's looking like Yoshi's Island with the amount of time that Byleth has been knocked off of the stage and has just been floating around trying to recover. As this Yoshi's been doing a great job coming in, making sure those Tims do all the speaking for him. Gotta figure out some way to keep this Yoshi off because Yoshi does have some pretty decent recovery to be able to deal with, but it's a little bit weird, it's a little bit strange, but needs to be cautious. Yeah, these eggs are good.
And I love that we're just seeing the out of shield smashes. Yeah, these are bread and butter for the Yoshi. It's really hard to pressure his shield. As finally the kill comes in, but Grim is down a stock right now, and it's gonna be really rough as this Yoshi is just putting the work in. You know what I'm trying to figure out is what Peru battle? What team is that? That's what I'm scared of. Because that's what I'm absolutely fearful of.
Plot twist and not a part of any of the teams.
Oh, that would be interesting. That would be creepy. Just a random, not a random, but like just a dude
just
comes
a free
in.
agent.
Like,
just a free agent that comes in.
I'm a mercenary real quick. I'll just take this free bracket open. But we see the Yoshi picking up the kills, getting a stock lead, a 2-stock lead actually for his team here. Byleth, another interesting character, another unique one that we've seen. We've been blessed today, Travis.
Yes, we have.
Pac-Man, the Shulk, the Terry, the Snake. We got a little bit of everything. I think the only
Mii Fighter.
Mii Fighters. We just haven't seen some of the old school, like really old school characters. Right? No Mario, no Luigi, no Donkey Kong. We saw Bowser, which is kind of cool.
We saw Pikachu as well. We saw Bowser. We've seen one Bowser, one Pikachu. But yeah, we haven't seen the Train Shoes. We haven't seen a Link. We haven't seen a regular Samus. We have not seen a Captain Falcon.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the ego Captain Falcon player? There's always
one, right? Yeah, no, there's always
one that's just like
Falco
around and stuff. Yeah. He's trying to. He's not playing for the win. He's playing to humiliate you. It doesn't matter. Like
there's always one. There's always one. We haven't seen a Fox either. We've seen Falco. We've seen Wolf, but we haven't seen Fox. No Piranha Plant, of course, but that's a newer character. There's a lot of characters that we haven't seen that are from the OG roster that just haven't been here. It's a lot of the new blood that are also kind of like the characters you don't see on competitions too often.
Yeah, I'm surprised also we don't have any like Sonic players, right? Because I feel like that is like one of those kind of, I'm not going to say new characters, but like one of those characters that those Zoomers really love to play.
I get it, because they like to Zoom.
Like Toon Link as well, right? Like no Toon Link.
No Toon Link.
We saw Robin, we saw Villager. I think there's a lot of character diversity here, but I'm surprised we haven't also seen like the Splatoon characters, right? Like where are they at?
We haven't seen the Splatoon. We haven't seen the OG Fire Emblem characters and like Marth and Roy, like you were talking about earlier, or Ike. Yeah. Oh, we haven't. We the OG roster has been kind of sitting back, like waiting.
It's for us. It's for
Yeah.
us. It's for the old people. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
They see they see Byleth, they see Terry, they see like all these guys. I'm surprised, like you said, we haven't seen even Kazuya, right? Very dominant, right? Has won majors before. No Sora as well. Is that also for us?
You know something I'm thankful of out of all the characters that I haven't seen today. I haven't seen a Mewtwo, and that I'm thankful for, and that's for reasons outside of Smash. But been playing a lot of Pokemon Unite. I'm tired of seeing that one.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna actually get into the match pretty soon, as I
think
do
so
believe
too. Yeah.
the next they're still choosing I believe stages characters right now. So this is maybe some pondering, some mystery is going on right now. So we'll see what they end up actually going to. Is that was a really good Yoshi though. I like the way that they were just doing those out of shield up smashes, out of shield neutral airs. Like Yoshi's shield is a very different kind of shield. Obviously, as you've seen, it's not a bubble. It covers himself. He's got a lot more options.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that from that Yoshi. He was doing really, really good.
Yeah, I like it. For me, I feel like the typical game plan is like build up the percentages through like mid range, like egg throws and all that other stuff. I remember this. This is the same one. This is the same one that ran through an entire team with just this character in one stock in a dream. Wait a second.
We might be in store for another Palutena rampage here. Yoshi putting the percentage on, and I like how you mentioned that. I want to call back to that's the game plan. You build percentage with these high combo moves, right? The down air, the back air, and then you finally pick up the kill with something like even the out of shield neutral air or even the out of shield up smash. And I love that this Yoshi understands the character and knows what they have to do.
They need to build it up, and they know that they need to jump in there, get a little bit of that hurt in there, put them in the mouth, go ahead and lay in a little bit of hurt. Now the big thing is this Palutena hasn't been playing for a while, so who knows? And the last time where we got to see that run back, they went back to back, and they were able to there's a thing where it's like your hands have warmed up, and so there's a thing that could possibly be there. Maybe that was them playing at optimal. They were at the zone. Now they've been out of the zone. We're going back to that conversation. True. They've been out of it for a while, so they're cold. They've got to warm back up. And this Yoshi's doing a great job setting the pace. Even though the percentage is not in their favor, they've been really dictating the pace of who moves where.
Yeah, and this Yoshi just has to take a stock or two down, right? And I say that given that it is this Palutena, but putting your team in a little bit of an advantage state here, right? If you can get one of these stocks down as the Yoshi while you still have your second one, as that raw forward smash hits in. But like we mentioned, Palutena, one of the heavier characters, isn't just going to die from one of those.
No, not at all. You're going to have to put in a little bit more work on that. And you can see Yoshi trying to get a couple of those egg tosses in from the side, laying a little bit of that chip, get that percentage going for themselves. Nice parry to come about. Make sure that they're good to go. Back onto the field. The neutral game between these two is who gets caught by what. These fireballs that are going out into the mid-range. These egg throws getting thrown out constantly. And it's whoever gets caught out and whoever's able to play the edge game the best. It's a scary situation. Both people are at KO range here. Go ahead, like you said, start peeling off some of those stocks, and that's a success for you in this position. Hit him with the romp drop.
Oh man, the raw down smash is able to pick up the kill here, and that's nice. Like you said, peeling those stocks off, and yep, the down throw into back air. That's what's going to happen. You're at those higher percentages. Now, Yoshi's just trying to get that extra credit. He's just trying to say, you know what? How many more stocks can I get off? Can I get one more off for my team? Can I give them a little bit more life here? This Yoshi's putting the work in. Has taken 4 stocks off so far. Has put in more than what is expected.
Good stuff for themselves. They unfortunately do take a huge amount of damage so far inside this stock, and it's not impossible for themselves, but I do feel like they got warmed up. They absolutely warmed up after that. They got knocked down, and now they're filling themselves a bit, only taking 10% on that last stock. That's really good stuff.
Yeah, and that was really nice from that Palutena, right? The down throw back air special. It works on a handful of characters, and I like that he has that like bread and butter ready to go. That you're in kill percent. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna down throw back air you, and you're pretty much dead here. So Yoshi taking away the first of I believe is Cornell's characters taken off the board. So we'll see what they have in store. And like I said, where's this Pac-Man? I'm kind of scared. Where is this Pac-Man lurking? Is it Cornell? Does Cornell have the Pac-Man?
Should be some Pac-Man watch. He's just like,
dude,
where are you? Where are you? What? He's gonna start smelling the screen. He's gonna be like, do you guys have him? I can smell him. I can smell the fruit.
I mean, that's so scary, right? You just saw that guy win grands in the fashion that he did. Like, having that monster, that beast locked up in your crew is kind of crazy. And maybe he doesn't play for any crew, and that would be pretty funny. Is Cornell, I mean, what character are they going to be able to bring out against this Palutena, right? Like,
I mean, it's weird because we saw multiple answers to it previously, and no answer really was a set one. We see speed go in as a possible option. We saw Falco be pretty effective against it earlier on. If they have a skilled Falco player, then maybe, or something that's similar in the style, maybe. But we've seen that have success against it. But in the previous games, we saw them go for power. That didn't work. We saw them go for zoning. That didn't work. We saw them go for like something that's mid-range hit to confirm. Didn't work. This player in general is actually just very, very adequate at being able to play against all styles, I feel like. And they've known their character. It's one of the dangerous things about Smash. It's one of the things I love about Smash is because they have a diverse cast of characters. But there's a lot of people out there who focus, instead of having a pool of fighters that they can select from, they select one fighter and they focus on how to play against all the different styles, how to deal with everybody, how to deal with the Jokers, the Yoshis, the heroes, the Min-Mins, the Mii fighter. They focus on just who do they deal with and focus on how they play against that.
Yeah, I know that specialization where you just have your one main, right? We know some people with the expansive roster have kind of picked up like a primary, a secondary. Some people have as much as 3 to 4 characters that they can lean back onto. As the Terry is coming out for Cornell, and this is not your ordinary Terry. This is the one that made it right to losers grands. He's 3rd place in this tournament right now, so it's not your average Terry. As we see Palutena trying to maybe get something done.
You know what the scary thing that just reminded me of? You were asking about the Pac-Man. This is going to be the Shulk team, too. Like, this team has the Shulk sitting in the burner as well, right? Like, we already figured out they have the same jersey. They'd be playing on the same team. So there's some scary players that are onside this roster. Terry, the big thing about them, they need to get in. They need to get in. And I love the way that they are moving around. They are making sure this Palutena is making sure to play the zone game especially well. So good.
Yeah, the shield pressure from this character is phenomenal. But yeah, it's unfortunate that you get caught by it. Like, he was dodging around, but he was still eating a lot of licks here and there. And this Palutena makes it up even stock of piece right now. And this carry just needs to wipe the stock away as quickly as possible.
Right now they're at even standing right now, 2 stocks apiece. Both teams were down 1 player as well, so they're both in an even state at the current moment in time. But you can tell right now this Terry is in for a world of hurt. This Palutena is doing a great job playing around them. Big whiffs that are coming about, and it's because of the spacing that's coming out from this Palutena, making sure to just be on the edge of each one of the moves to make sure that they can punish every single time.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we're just seeing these down air back air combos, right? And that was a different read. Usually you see the down throw into the back air. You went for down throw onto the platform into the up smash. And this Palutena is trying to mix it up so this Terry just can't really figure out what's going to happen next year. And unfortunately, it's 2 stocks apiece. And Terry had all the time in the world, but he's only been able to tack on about 20 to 30% since his 3rd stock was taken.
Going forward here, I am.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay, got a stock off there. Terry is ahead in terms of the stock. This is a dangerous thing, even though the Palutena is one of the heavier characters, as we were talking about before. If Terry's able to get in a good couple licks, this is somebody who specializes at being able to slug you. Like, you gotta pay respect to it, as the go button is there as well.
Gets hit with the down smash, the spike into the ground. Says you're not allowed to do that anymore. And Terry,
Oh, Terry's in for a world of pain right now, but the fireball whiffs. Uncharacteristic mistake there to misjudge the space and the recovery from this Terry. Paladina now is going to go ahead, get the space going back into the favor. That is the danger of playing this style. Sometimes you misjudge how an opponent's going to move, but they have recovered beautifully, and they have the memory of that down smash in their mind. Terry was ready for it that time, ready for any kind of situation, and there it is. Goodbye. Terry takes care of a raid boss right there.
Yeah, that's the jab into the go button special. Is able to get that KO power done. And it was looking a little scary for him, but this Paladina put the work in, like you said, giving his team a fighting chance right now. Is I think we are going to be, you know, it's neck and neck. There's only a one stock lead for Cornell at the moment, which is surprising given how far they were up previously.
Yeah, it's a shocking thing to think about too, where it's just like, I don't know. It's also like you and me are going back and we're looking back at our series throughout the day. It's been a long day of Smash, and we've just looked back at the day and been like, that was one of the players that really stood out to us in all these crew battles because of the fact that they had such a fantastic performance on one stock. So getting them out of the way is great. That Terry, so good. It's such a good Terry. You have those moments where they get those whiffs that go about, and it does make me judge right if we're going to have another character that comes in that kind of is able to build up that zone, because that's what Terry struggles against. Terry doesn't want to deal with somebody who's constantly keeping them at arm's length. Well, a little bit longer than arm's length, I guess, because they don't want to get punched by him. But those jab into KO confirms have been so big for this Terry player that I feel like everybody is like, all right, yeah, no, we need to play something that's agile, that we don't get hit by, and that we can get a KO onto them the moment they make an error or have counterplay with.
It feels scary as well to try to bring a light character into him, because you just see the combo power, the KO power that he has, right? It's so quick. It's so easy for him to get in and just hit you with a jab into like the knuckle duster, that go button that he has. It's so disgusting. So do you play another Paladina-like character, someone that's a little bit heavier? Do you bring out the Incineroar potentially into this guy? Like, there's a lot of cool matchups that you can bring into Terry, but that X factor that Terry has is very, very disgusting.
It's quite literally an X factor. It's quite literally. It's one of those things. We go through it and everything that's going in and whatnot. Yeah, I'll walk through, Shibby, if you like. But
did I not mute my mic? Did I not mute my microphone at all?
You just turned your head and went, yeah, you can walk through. Yeah. I don't know who you were talking about. Was it the hand? Was it the mystical hand?
The hand can walk through if they want to. I thought I muted my mic. That's so bad.
I saw you do it. I saw you like put your hand down to do it, and then you didn't do it. And I was like, I gotta let him know. Gotta let him know.
Apologies. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We can walk through that. But let's see if they'll be able to walk through anything that's going on here. Shibby, now you're muted. Okay, now you're not muted.
There we go.
Now you're back. Okay. I don't know what insult you said at me, but I'm gonna assume it was an insult.
No. I said, does it work now? And I guess it did. That's perfect.
That kind of messes with the purpose. Asking me if it works now when you mute.
Oh, King K rules. So we're bringing the heavy in. I like this. Bringing this guy in, because you just want to kind of slug it out with the Terry here and just not let him quick combo you, right? We talked about potentially the danger of bringing in a light character. Well, King K Rool is anything but light.
Yeah, it's belly versus the fist at this moment in time. See what King K Rool can do. King K Rool, we've seen him a couple times today, actually. I think it's one of the most played characters we've actually seen on the day. One of them. I believe it's been played by 2 different players at this current moment in time, but we've seen some pretty good success actually from it on the day, where it's had some pretty good damage. We haven't seen it be able to pick up like definitive wins, I feel like, but you know what? If you need to slug with somebody, King K Rool is pretty good at that.
Yeah, and I like just the ability that he has. He has a couple little projectiles, or the crown, the cannonball. He's just able to kind of make Terry's recovery that much harder. But Terry, you want a slug fight, you're welcome to go in, as he is just jabbing through right now. And that go button will be ready pretty soon, if you remember correctly. So hopefully, K Rool can get a kill here. That's a nice counter.
Yeah, good counter. Terry wants the KO, though. That's the big thing. They have that go button. They want to go ahead and get at least one KO. Good projectiles coming in. Loving this. The blunderbuss. Suck 'em in. Pow! Right in the kisser. No stocks lost from King K. Rool.
He just vacuumed him in like Luigi's Mansion and just spit him back out immediately. I was kind of surprised at the KO power, by the way. As we see the magic hand again, back there getting some ice. It's
just the hand.
I was surprised at the KO power, though, of the blunderbuss. I didn't think it was going to kill him off stage, but Terry, unfortunately, not super heavy, and we're back 3 stocks apiece.
Some ice fell out of the tray.
Yeah, don't kick that under the fridge, please.
Wait, they can kick their hand. Wait.
Oh, sorry, flick. Don't flick it under the fridge.
My immersion. Oh, well.
My storytelling. I'm out of it. That's the real human back there.
Oh, no, don't say that. Well, hey, look, it's one of those things, though. I do want to give the shout-outs. Like, King K. Rool coming in good. Really good stuff to be able to have that counterplay. Make sure that they're able to use those projectiles. You actually highlighted that earlier on in the set where you were like the different counterplay. Wait, what was that? Anyway. It zoomed on by. Next time, Naruto run. Can you put in a request for me for the hand next time? Thank you. Yeah, thank you. But I will say I really like the highlight that you put on the projectile, where it's like if you're trying to recover onto the stage, throw the crown, throw the blunderbuss, throw that cannonball out. Keep that vacuum sucking is the one thing we didn't talk about, but hey, it works out beautifully.
Yeah, and we're tied up 9-9 apiece, and at least we know that one of the characters confirmed will be the King K. Rool. But Travis, you mentioned the callback. This Cornell team has a Shulk on their roster, and I think it would do pretty damn well into this King K. Rool. The sword zoning, the speed, the ability to jump through different Monado arts here. Let's see if we do get that Shulk.
Oh.
No. We get Hero instead.
Sing the song, I need a hero. Here we go. They're going to go ahead and pop in here. Try to see if they can get their MP generating and get some spells cast. Give a good, nice flame. And we're seeing a decent bit of zoning tools actually coming out here from this hero. This is actually pretty disgusting. It's able to pick up the crown, says, goodbye, I'm the king now. Welcome to me, I am the hero, and I have reached endgame.
It's another projectile. Just another projectile for him. And yeah, like you mentioned, the switching, obviously, you've seen these heroes they play, right? They want to play the more zone style, especially in these heavy guys that can't cover a lot of distance that quickly. That zoning hero style where you use things like the sizzle, like the kaboom sometimes, is just much better.
That was a really nicely timed kaboom, by the way. Literally right as they were about to touch the ledge. They do get back up to it, but that is a nice KO. This hero is playing very clean gameplay, but they do need to be careful as King K. Rool has actually put in a good amount of damage, and there's that ledge game you were talking about. We'll be able to find their way back on. King K. Rool is in hot pursuit. They're looking to see what they can do. The Sizz is there, but they are not going to be able to find much else to be able to do, as King K. Rool is making sure the hero must pay their price. 0% lost from the King K. Rool in that exchange, and we're back to an even ball game.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Hero is still trying to be honest. Like, he's trying to throw out these snoozes, just saying, hey, you know what? You have to dodge this. You can't just, walk through it and walk through this. Especially on a small stage like Final Destination, you can get a lot of value. Oh, that's a nice frozen right there. Can't really get too much comboing off of that, unfortunately. But this Hero has just been changing up the spell game so much, right? You sometimes see him use some of the more CC stuff, or sorry, not the CC, but the more, ranged stuff, but he also will just use the self-improvement, the buffs for himself here. Is now got a lot of MP to work with, but hasn't really been able to channel as Lightning Blade did come out.
And that's been the King K. Rool, though. King K. Rool has been unrelenting. He ate up a couple spells to start things off. After that, said, I'm done with this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Has been doing an expert job getting in and disrupting these buffs, these debuffs. Sure, they can be effective, but they're not as effective when you're a crocodile with a fist.
Oh my god, it's him with the spike. double time, just womp womp, and destroys the hero right now. And Campbellsville, they were down. They were down, by the way. They weren't in the lead, and this King K. Rool just makes quick work of the hero here. And there's still a Shulk in the back of Cornell's pocket. There is still another mystery fighter potentially as well. We haven't seen just yet, but this King K. Rool, we saw a little bit of him early on, but he wasn't really able to cook. But he's in the kitchen. He's got the chef's hat. He's got the butter, the frying pan, the eggs. He is cooking up something nasty.
I'm curious on what the opposition to pick here is, though, because I like the idea of the hero. The hero actually was like a really good idea in my head, where I was just like, as soon as I saw him start throwing out the spells, I was like, oh, wait, you actually just zone him. You make it, because King K. Rool doesn't have like a mechanism to be able to stop that, but it's a smaller platform. It's hard for you to actually deal with him. I think the stage selection actually helped play a part to K. Rool actually coming in and being really good, because hero didn't have much space to work with. It was that neutral game that was constantly coming into question. So after that one stock got taken out, you're in a weird spot. So I'm wondering now if the next player that comes onto stage is going to be somebody that tries to fight K. Rool power for power, because he seemed like he was actually pretty comfortable with the idea of taking out somebody who's going to focus on more zoning mechanics.
Yeah, I think Cornell should just bring the Shulk in and just try to like get it over with, right? Just like say, hey, let's bring him out. Let's deal with this King K. Rool, because that sword length, it plays at a length where King K. Rool has to respect it, right? We saw that, like, because there was so much downtime, and there was so much of that animation locking for the hero, where like he has to take time to pick the right spell and he has to throw it out and all that stuff. King K. Rool is just going in. He was creating space. He was using his cannonball. He was using his crown. And we're going to go into the game here. We're going to see what Cornell has cooked up. And instead, it's going to be another zoner style character. That's the Robin. So there's a Robin, and then there's also a Shulk, I believe, available for this Cornell team.
All right, we'll see how this Robin does. We got to see it earlier on, and it wasn't able to really pop off in the way you would want. But the matchup, if I remember correctly, was not as much in favor for this Robin. So keep an eye out, see what they'll be able to do as a Robin. Right now, already that pressure being put in. K. Rool, if they get in your face, you're going to feel the aftermath of it.
Yeah, and it sucks because Robin has to use her projectiles just to deal with King K. Rool stuff, right? Like, we saw the cannonball, we saw the crown, 2 different electric shock bolts were used, and it's so disgusting because you think King K. Rool, how does he deal with projectiles? How does he deal with zoners? He just says, you know what? I've got tools of my own, and if you don't block this, if you don't deal with it, I'm just gonna beat you up. And he stomps him into the ground and hits him with the side smash here, the forward smash, and is able to just take Robin down. And like you mentioned, it wasn't Robin favored, and I don't think it's changed.
Yeah, King K. Rool, the big thing that's disgusting about him is anytime they're able to get that stop, right, where they get you pushed into the ground like that, that's almost a guaranteed KO almost all the time when they're able to do that, especially when your percentages are getting that high up. That's such a terrifying thing that you always have to worry for. King K. Rool getting stuck, doing a little bit of vacuuming, but nice counter to throw that thunder right back to him. And nice use of the crown plus the cannonball to just juggle him off of the field. You don't get to see that too terribly often. And now they're going to throw that crown out and secure the kill. Oh!
This King K. Rool is on a warpath right now. I mean, this guy has been on 2 stocks for how long? He finally removes that other stock, but Cornell, your Robin pick, it's looking futile against the wrath of the King K. Rool.
This King K. Rool is doing good. I love that little bit of trading that we saw from where they were just punching each other over and
they
over.
They were clashing.
Yeah, just like going at it. I'm like, you know what? I like that. I like that. Good vibes. Good vibes. Into the cannonball with the vacuum. Oh, the sit down.
He almost hit him with the spike.
Oh. Okay, he was going for that spike over and over again. He's in kill range at 100%. Robin is not feeling too confident right now. K. Rool is looking for a KO here.
Let's be honest, this Robin was in kill range 40% ago. Like, let's be honest. This King K. Rool, and now he has the crown available. Like the item game, the projectile game from this King K. Rool has been very, very good. I love the ability that he's using the crown. He's saying, I'm going to throw that out, then I'm going to run in, and then I'm going to use the blunderbuss. I'm going to create some more space for myself, and I'm just going to limit the amount of movement options you have here. Oh, and he's going to be able to throw him into the ground. That's the uppercut. Good night. Say goodbye to your jaw, your nose, your eyes, everything. It's knocked out of the park.
Yet again. That is I think the 4th or 5th time we've actually seen a guarantee throw him into the ground, put him in there, take out the glove, put it on your hand, slug him real quick, and take him out of the field. That has become a strategy we're seeing from this King K. Rool. They are constantly looking for that confirmed KO that can finish off a fight, and they know when you're in that range, that's when they start going for it, and that's when you got to be the most cautious.
Yeah, and I love how it's just a one singular glove. It's like when you have a pair of boxing gloves, it's like you and your brother or you and your friend are like, all right, we're going to fight with one hand, just a boxing glove, man. You just got the singular one.
You just have one hand behind your back. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go. This King K. Rool has put in so much work, right? I mean, is able to nearly take out, I believe, 3 almost of Cornell's characters here. Has just been put in work. He's on the final stock, but it was so hard to get him off of it. I believe the final character that Cornell has ready is that Shulk available.
They play Shulk.
See how it's the Shulk. It should be, right? Unless he opts in to swap to something else. If he wants to play something a little bit different. We've seen 2 zone characters just get absolutely obliterated. So I don't think you play another projectile-based individual. I think you just have to play the sword's length. You have to keep them there just enticed enough.
About to find out that answer here, I believe, once this match gets underway. See exactly what they have coming in. Remember, this Shulk has had a pretty busy day, so if it's the Shulk player that's coming in, there will be having an even more busy day here, as I feel like their team was... I also like the fact that their team was probably trying to give them a little bit of rest. Remember, they went all the way through winners, got dropped down into the lower bracket, and then fought against that Pac-Man, and matchup that was insane to actually be able to watch. So they might have also just said, all right, yo, Shulk, take a little bit of a breather. You gotta let yourself chill out, get your mental back into straight position. If it is that Shulk coming in, right? Impressive play has been the story, and there it is. They are staying with it. The Shulk has remained, and this is the second place from that open bracket that we saw before.
Yep. And
that was an alternate route.
Yeah, I was just like, yep, it is the second place individual, and I think for this to be even somewhat competitive, he's got to take this King K. Rool stock without losing anything, right? Because then he can maybe make a comeback, right? 2 individuals beating them is possible, but if you lose a stock, if you're going 2-6, that can be really, really rough, right? That third stock, that extra little life that you have can make all the difference here. But I think they rule. He's already done his job. And whoa, wait, I lied. Oh, he just takes him out. Lickety split.
Yeah, like 30 seconds into that, he put him at 100% damage. Like, that's what the Shulk did. This Shulk is so good, right? And maybe in a world where the King K. Rool is able to kind of, download a little bit of what the Shulk's going to go for, because, like I said, Shulk's a weird character to have to verse. Every single Shulk is going to play a little bit differently. That maybe they would have been able to take a stock or 2, or maybe even 3. But King K. Rool was down to 1 stock. That's the nature of a crew battle, and that is what happens in these scenarios where, you know what? Hey, you're with limited data now.
Yeah, you don't have too much. The download is interrupted. It's like when you like put your finger against the monitor and you're like, is it actually downloading? And then it actually goes beyond your finger. But now we're going to see what Campbellsville has in store. I don't believe we've seen their full roster of individuals, right? We've seen the Falco, we've seen the King K. Rool, we've seen the Palatina. I want to understand what else they have. Are they the Snake team as well?
No, I don't think they're the Snake. I don't think they're the Snake. The Snake team played earlier. But I don't think they're playing. The Snake player's not in here.
The Bayo player? Is it the Bayo player?
I'm trying to think. I think it might be the Bayo player as well. It's been a while since we've seen this team play, so I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't think they did not have a Me Fighter. They were not the Me Fighter team.
They weren't the Pyramithra team, right?
They weren't the Pyramithra. No, Pyramithra was the Me Fighter team they went against. We're about to find out.
We're about to find out. We're going in a game.
Oh, is this right?
The Rob! Okay, yeah, the Rob.
There's so much
I remember
love
this
in
one.
There's so much
Yeah,
love
yeah.
in Jimmy's
I
heart.
love Rob. I love Rob. I just love him as a character. It's so cool that they were integrating him into Smash and just kind of how you can see the love that they put into this character too, you know?
He's an OG, you know?
Actual OG. And
Yeah,
love be damned. Shulk has hate for this Rob. He gets KO'd instantly. No percentage was put on that first stock, by the way.
Nope, none whatsoever. And that is the danger of this Shulk here. Very quick damage to rack up. We saw it in the last one here. You're seeing it yet again. They go into that Buster trying to stack up some damage of their own. There's a spinning top behind them, but they're not interested in playing Beyblade at all. They're looking to rip into the circuitry and tear them apart.
It's been 50 seconds and 2 stocks have been taken. This Rob is being put on blast right now. He said, "You're an OG. I respect you, but I gotta put you back in the dumpster."
Yeah, right now, Rob looking to be discontinued at this point in time, but the way Shulk is playing, they're going to go ahead and continue putting in this offense. It's so hard to be able to deal with the Buster coming in, lay in more damage, get it into range for that smash. You can see, got that jump, got those hops, looking to continue putting on the pressure. They're going to find just that. Can it be the KO?
Excuse me.
Smash is there, and it's gone. 3 stocks, none taken. This Shulk doesn't even take 20% damage. They are out. This is why they were able to make such a deep run earlier.
90 seconds, 3 stocks. This Rob, I thought he had a chance. The man didn't give him any room to breathe. Travesty. Yeah, Shulk took 20% damage in a minute and a half. This Rob was just not allowed to play the game here. And in quick work, it was a 7-3 stock lead for Campbellsville, right? Or it was 7-3. Now it's 3-3. It's even piece. Cornell versus Campbell's last fighter. Who would it be? We speculated. We thought it was the Bayo. We thought it was the Snake. We thought it was somebody else.
Cloud?
Is this where the Pac-Man is hiding? Is this where
No,
he is?
no, it's not. It's not the Pac-Man.
No.
I think this is a Cloud.
It might be the Cloud, like you mentioned. It might
think
be the
it
Cloud, which would be cool. A fitting final clash, right? A god versus a mercenary to some extent.
We got we got our 2 favorite anime swordsmen coming in.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean, and what's even interesting is that Shulk has an Australian accent, so I don't even understand that. I don't even know why that is. It's so
Australian.
interesting.
It's Australia versus Edge.
Oh, and what are we gonna get here?
Oh, it's the Lucas.
Oh, this Lucas did put in some work last time when we saw him, but I believe he did get rinsed by that one ice climber. But this is a different story. We'll see how he can play this. Is right now, Lucas putting the pressure onto the Shulk, and he's using the Snake to its utmost efficiency.
Yeah, always putting in that pressure, going forward, PK fire going on in. This is what you expect to see from this Lucas. This is what we saw earlier on. They're really good at using that PK to be able to lay in a good amount of damage. Shulk has their options actually limited down if they're not able to press past this. This neutral game is controlled. They have that mid-space control, but check out Shulk and how quickly they go on the offense.
Yeah, and just so scary when he swaps into that smash Monado, right? It becomes very, very dangerous, especially for Lucas, who's a light character. Now that PK Thunder, that's what you mentioned, right? PK everything and the books at him, throwing it right now. The Shulk is now smashing. But the raw up smash covers so much ground that you want to jump, you're not allowed. This is a no-fly zone.
Such good play coming out. This Lucas is so clean. Gotta watch out. They're at 90%, so they do have to watch out for this. They're going to get smashed over to the side, and they want to finish things off. Good stuff from the Shulk. Didn't have to spend too much of their HP to do such either. And now it's evened up in terms of stock, but this PK fire and the Snake, the mid-range, yet again, being controlled.
Yeah, and I love the PK fire. Right? He's unapologetically just throwing it out there. You know what? If it catches you, it catches you, but you're not going to be allowed to jump into me and use that sword range. As you see, that's what he's doing, right? He's doing the back airs, he's doing the launching up airs, right? That's what this Shulk has been trying to do here. And we've been seeing a lot less of the Monado switching, right? He's been mainly sticking to jump and smash. Haven't seen a lot of bust here, haven't even seen any shield at all. Don't believe he perceives it as a threat. And this PK, I mean, this Lucas has been throwing these PK fires out with immunity.
Yeah, and there we go. PK Lightning coming in. Laying in that hurt. That PK Thunder. Laying in. Keeping them all A-OK on everything that's coming about. Buster coming in. I like this. Constant aggression on the edge. You need to do this constantly. Snake comes out. Lucas has recovered, but he's still staying on the edge. Still a terrifying spot to be in. Gets in there. PK Thunder, best friend. Oh!
What a good counter. You have to believe if you had the Smash Monado on, that would have been a kill here, but I like that. I like that heads up counter coming out, and we're even kill. It's 117 to 124. Oh my god, this is neck and neck.
Anybody, one touch is all it takes. Those rage bars are up there too. They got that mechanic going. Shulk is looking steaming, wanting to get that one hit, and that's all she needs. Gets that jump, is going to go in for the kill, and recovers immediately after. They still have this little bit of damage to be able to work with. They should be able to do a good amount of damage. As a result, Luke's not able to shut down. The shield is here, though. He's heavy as can be. Can he get back up? He recovers successfully.
Oh, the noggin.
Oh, Lucas. Lucas isn't able to confirm it. Still at 0%. Still trying to hold on to whatever HP they need because they need it against this Shulk.
Yeah, the kill threat, right? Even if it becomes 1-1, the Shulk just can get that Smash Monado going, and he's already picking up some extra percentage right now. And is he gonna stop him? Wait a minute! He misses, doesn't get to the ledge, and Camden clutches it out from 7-3. Down to all of the marbles. Campbellsville unfortunately gets taken down, and Cornell College with the final crew battle of the day pick it up with their ace in the hole.
That was so clean. I love the fact that Joe said, you know what, I'm gonna 150%. You're down there, you have to PK Thunder your way back up from that range. Immediately understanding, I said, I have a stock to spend. I'm going to go for a kill right now. I'm going to say this is over right now. You might have just done 20%. I'm still going for the kill. And that was an excellent block. That was a block that Schultz did there to make sure that he wasn't able to get back over to that edge. Good stuff. And what a crazy way. We ended our day. We thought we were going to end our day with the grand finals, right? Schultz put up an admirable performance against that Pac-Man. They say, all right, you know what, guys, we got another clash battle that we actually need to do. We actually have another little bit to go into. Yo, they clashed. They gave us match after match. It was banger after banger. And then at the very end, Schultz is the one that comes out, finishes everything out to end the day.
Yeah, very, very clean, very, very good play from Camden here on Cornell's College. I ended up getting second in the open bracket, ends up securing his team the dub on the crew battle. And Travesty, I believe that's it from us today. Do you have any final words you want to inform the masses, inform the people on what's happening?
Oh, yeah, I got you. I got some final words. First and foremost, before I get into the technical know-how and whatnot, let me do something I rarely do. I'm going to give a heartfelt thanks to my boy Shibby for coming in and casting with me today. It was pretty last minute, but my boy came in to make sure everything was covered. So, appreciation to Shibby. Make sure you appreciate Shibby, too, by going and following him at ShibbyCast on Twitter or X, whatever you call it on. Make sure you give them some appreciation. Send them kiss emojis. They love that. But besides that, yo, we're still not done for the weekend here. We got more stuff that's going on. 10 a.m. Central Time. There is another stream that's going to be going on tomorrow. We'll be back here with some more Smash as well. I'll be back here to cover the action while my boy Shibby, I believe they'll be covering the PPU action elsewhere. So make sure you guys tune in. And with that being said, I hope you guys all take care. Have a phenomenal night, and we'll see you then.